Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ines. I write kissing books, and here is chapter 9 of the Valkyrie's Claim. Chapter 9. Every day, after wrangling with human miscreants, or battling with frost giants, or fighting with her sisters, Reagan always felt a soreness in her body. The aches and pains were a necessary annoyance in her line of work, and the sensations never lasted long. The soreness Reagan felt in her body after Draco worked her over couldn't be described as anything except delicious. The ache between her thighs was a welcome delight. The pain in her channel where he breached her virgin skin was a distant memory that she wanted to pull back and experience again and again. Sex was a battlefield. She would throw herself on the sword for again and again. But the battle cry that just sounded outside of their love nest put her on high alert. Reagan rolled off her lover and brandished her weapons. Crouching in front of her new possession, the dragon known as Draco, she was at the ready to protect what was hers. "What was that?" Reagan demanded. Draco tensed, but only in his brows. His body remained relaxed and languid on the bed. His cock rested on his belly, the single eye weeping its satiation. "Oh, that? Just the resident human sacrifice." Sacrifice? Had she heard him right? He'd taken a sacrifice? Reagan let her defensive post and pounced back on the bed. She crouched over Draco, her daggers aimed at the crown jewel of his person. "You took a sacrifice?" Could she have been so naive? He'd had a fairy earlier in the night. Was she a fool to believe that he might feel something for her so quickly? That she might be special, different from all the others? All the while, he was coveting a human breeder down the hall. Draco held up his hands. His gaze never left hers. His voice was quiet but stern as he spoke. "I did not. She belongs to my brothers. One of them. I'm not sure which one. Whichever is still alive on the other side of the door." Reagan looked back to the door as though she could see through it and see the dueling dragons on the other side. She turned back to Draco, her head tilted inquisitively. "Did your brothers best you for her?" Draco blinked as though he didn't understand. "Would you like me to go out and win her for you?" asked Reagan. "Win her for me?" Draco parroted. Reagan hopped off the bed and started for the door. No way would she let any other males take a prize from her dragon. She'd slay both his brothers and bring her man back the breeder. For show, not for anything else. The female would definitely not be having sex with her dragon. Draco was hers. Before Reagan could turn the knob, Draco placed himself between her and the door. "No," he said. "No?" she asked. "No," he repeated. "I don't want you to go out and win her for me. I don't want her. I want you." Reagan's lips formed a perfect O shape, but no sound passed her mouth. She lowered her daggers, standing unguarded before her dragon. "You do?" Draco's hand cupped her face. "I do." He brushed his thumb over her lower lip. Reagan had the instinct to nip him, but she didn't. She suspected this was one of those tender moments, one where a woman should be pliant. So she dropped her weapons and leaped on him. With her bare feet, she wrapped her thighs around his waist, yanking his head back with her hands. She plundered his mouth with her tongue. In response, Draco chuckled in delight as he kneaded her bare bottom. They were almost to the bed when another agonizing wail shook the rafters. Draco lowered his head to her shoulder and sighed. Reagan did not like the heaviness that settled along his brow. She unwound herself from his waist and pulled on her dress and boots. "What are you doing?" he asked. "I'm going to check on the situation." "No, Reagan. It's best if we don't get involved." But she had already wrenched the door open and was walking into the hall. The scene she came upon made her want to retch. Reagan was made of strong stuff. She was a warrior, a daughter of the goddess. But even she had to turn away from the scene before her. When she did, she was met with the soft cushion of Draco's embrace. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check back for chapter 10 of the Valkyrie's Claim.